Hello, this is Just a Conversation number 28. I am here in the Alila studio, Alila Ministry studio, and I've just completed the Tuesday evening mindfulness-based meditation class. It lands on the third Tuesday of the month unless I'm traveling, and there is an option to join the class online. However, this evening I was remiss and I didn't check the registrations before I started, and so to those of you who had registered and were waiting, I'm sorry, I apologize. Just reach out to me and we can find another time, and I will I'll happily make up for the class. All right, so during our meditation we come to sit. And coming to sit is just starting to arrive here, giving ourselves permission to be here. And we sometimes just take stock of what came before, the course of our day, from the moment of waking, everything that contributed to arriving us here together at this time. And so as we cast our minds back, we think about what it is that wakes up, because it's not as though you wake yourself up, it's more that waking up happens and you're almost kind of pushed awake, right? There's this force, there's this energy that moves you into wakefulness. And so if you happen to be in a dream, then you essentially die out of that very convincing scenario where you were. You die out of that world, and then you're reborn, recalibrated into this realm, and then you live out this story. And so I was doing the practice, and I was going over my morning, and I'm staying with a friend at the moment, and parked in front of me in the driveway was my friend's daughter's car, and I knew that she had wanted to leave earlier than I was going to be leaving. So pretty much first thing I went outside to move my car and park it on the street. And so I'm going ahead, I'm reliving all of this, and I'm reliving it here now to tell you this story. And so I parked it right where my friend's daughter usually parks her car. It's a shady spot. It was a very hot day today. And I saw the neighbor in her dressing gown kind of looking at me, and I know her name. And so when I started to get out of my car, I said, "Oh, good morning, Barbara." And she barks at me, "Don't park there, move up a bit. It's impossible for me to get out of my driveway." And I said, "Oh, sure, Barbara, no problem." Anyway, so so I moved my car out of the way, and then I was reflecting on her state of grace, and I thought, there are ways and there are ways, right? So life is going to give us, I talk about this all the time, life is going to give us what we don't want, what we don't like, and what we don't expect. And it's up to us how we handle it, what state of grace, what energy do we bring to that situation? How do we respond psycho-emotionally, spiritually, physically? How do we respond to what happens? Does the body contract? Does the body start to secrete stress hormones in the face of the unwanted? Is there that emotional state, that flash of anger? And then therefore this, I described it as, she barked at me, which is kind of ironic because actually she's the local cat lady. Like cats follow her everywhere. And my friend's daughter was telling me this story after I shared with her that Barbara across the street barked at me. She shared with me that apparently cats. She listened to it she heard it on a podcast, but she said that cats apparently have a parasite that they pass on to their owners, and that it has a bonding energy. And so she asked me, have you ever seen how the cats follow Barbara around as she walks? She does have a dog, as she walks her dog. And I said, yes, I have seen that. Anyway, so what I'm getting at is that there are ways and there are ways. And if we are responding to something unwanted, something that we don't like or don't expect, in that Barbara way, what that's communicating to us, what that's letting us know, is that we are actually depleted. Because when we're full up, we don't treat our world like that. We don't do that. When we're full up, we have a curiosity, and we have a desire to help, and so, you know, yeah, there's a natural kindness that gets expressed, that gets emoted. And so, you know, my takeaway was that, okay, she must be depleted. She must not be feeling good, because the other way that she could have handled it would be to just simply say, oh, hi, honey, good morning, it's good to see you. Would you mind just moving up a little bit, because I find it difficult to get out of my driveway when somebody's parked right there. There are ways and there are ways, right? And then what is also helpful to think about is that this is another dream that we wake up into. So, as I had started off by saying, is that when we leave our dreamscape, our dream self, we die out of the dream world, and then we wake up into this world. But consider that this is also a dreamscape, and that in time, actually every night, we die out of this world, and then we wake up into another dreamscape reality. And so to that, then, you know, Barbara is just a character in my dream. And what I can't unknow from my night dreams is that when I wake up out of those night dreams, I know that the characters in those night dreams, well, they disappear, don't they? And so I know that they're not really real. And so too, in this secondary dreamscape reality, everybody is also a character in this dream, that when the time comes and we eternally die out of this realm and wake up into the next one, it'll be the same phenomena where we'll realize that, it was just a dream. So, fun things to think about. Okay, so this is just a conversation number 28.